What's up, guys? It's your boy Jax Deformity, back again with another video, and today we're going to go over the things I wish I knew when I first started on mouse and key, as well as some things you can do that might improve your gameplay. Let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing I want to go over is enhanced pointer precision and mouse acceleration. You don't want either of those active in your gameplay at all, because what it does is the faster you move your mouse, the higher your sensitivity goes. It gives you a variable sensitivity. So press your Windows key, type in mouse, go to mouse settings. That'll open up this window. You'll go down about 2/3 of the way on the page and click additional mouse options. Then you go to the third tab on the new window, pointer options, and inside of this first box here, the motion tab is enhanced pointer precision. You want that unchecked. You do not want that on. It'll make it virtually impossible to build muscle memory. Just click apply and OK, close out your window, and you're good to go. So first up, some definitions and facts. A flick is moving your aim quickly from a starting spot to the target. A higher sensitivity allows for better flick shots. The trick to training flick shots is to aim slowly. You want to hit the target every time if you can help it. And if the target disappears, you want to shoot the center of where it was anyway. Another method for training flick shots is to keep the crosshair moving past the target and click as you are over the target using your reaction time, without stopping. You always want to aim for the center of circular targets in training. In reality, aiming on mouse is a 3-step motion: the flick, the transition, and then the track. Tracking is keeping your crosshair on the target. A lower sensitivity and DPI allows for better tracking. When tracking a change in direction, your crosshair leaves the target for a moment. That time that you are off target is your reaction time plus your sensitivity and DPI. The distance and time off target will vary depending on your sensitivity as well as your reaction time. The higher your sensitivity, the further off target you'll be during a change in direction. I also think it's important to note that your mouse, keyboard, and settings are all tools. How you use them is very important. I'm a huge advocate of making your tools work for you. And in aim training, that means that your display settings need to match your in-game display settings. Your resolution, your aspect ratio, your sensitivity, your field of view all need to match your aim trainer. Otherwise, you aren't training on the same sensitivity and you aren't doing yourself any good. If you're looking to improve your gameplay, then there are many factors you need to look at, but it's mostly about focusing on your tools and seeing what you can do to make them work for you. For me, a big part of that is customizing my settings, options, and controls. Learn what these things do and learn what they can do for you. For example, the crosshair damage feedback in Apex Legends is on by default, and what that means is when you shoot, you get a shield icon that shows you what color your enemy's shield is, as well as an X hit marker. But you also get stacking damage numbers that show you the color of your enemy's armor as well, so why would you have on crosshair damage feedback at all? I use weapon auto cycle because it's faster than doing it yourself. I have auto sprint turned off because having to raise your gun at a moment when it should already be raised can lead to your death. And if you'll take a look at my controls here, they are wild. I use scroll up to jump as well as number 3. My tactical ability is 1 and 2. Tab is my inventory. Mouse button is my map. Toggle fire mode is B and V. Melee is a thumb button on my mouse. Cycle weapon is Q instead of number 1 and number 2 because my tactical ability is number 1 and number 2. Holster weapons is left caps lock. Equip grenade is F and G so I can reach it easy. Use selected health item is another thumb button on my mouse, coded as number 9. And character utility action is tilde, the button right next to number 1. And finally, the piece de resistance, my aim down sight sensitivity multipliers. This is probably the single most influential thing that I have done that has improved my gameplay and most importantly my aim. Apex Legends is a long time to kill game, which means that tracking is the primary form of aim that you're going to use. You can't kill a target with just 1 or 2 shots. You got to land a whole magazine, so that means you need to be on target longer rather than shorter. But you also need to be able to move your view around kind of quickly in order to perform some of the movement abilities in Apex Legends like zipline play and tap strafing. I currently run at 1200 DPI, which when compared to the sensitivities of a lot of pros is a little on the high side. But the way I've compensated for that and allowed myself to take advantage of the lower sensitivity values is to reduce my aim down sight sensitivity. My hip fire sensitivity is 1.3. My 1 times, 2 times, and 3 times per optic sensitivity is 0.6. That means it's about 60% of my mouse sensitivity. The way it ends up working out in game is I've got a kind of fast sensitivity. I can look around pretty quickly. I can flick shot fairly well. And then whenever I aim down sights, it's almost like I lock on to my target and my tracking becomes impeccable. I've tried this out with a couple of other games and it seems to work pretty well so far. But then again, that could be just me because I come from a console background where I'm used to the sensitivity reducing whenever I aim down sights as well as the reduced sensitivity that aim assist provides. This is essentially just making your mouse behave more like a controller while tracking a moving target while retaining the benefits of a high sensitivity. Again, this is just an example of how I make my controls work for me. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope I helped you out a little bit. If I did, or if you have any questions about aim training, let me know in the comments below. I've got some great playlists to share. I'll catch you next time. Have a great day.